So Harry, obviously a disappointing weekend last week, but it's about reacting tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, that was the message after the game. Definitely, we obviously were disappointed with the result, and it ended our sort of unbeaten streak. But we said we can't let just one result then affect it into the next game, and so on. It's important and crucial we just get back on it, have a good week's training, and focus on sort of the game plan going into Barrow, and to try and keep our confidence and belief up. I think that was the message definitely. Yeah.
How's training been this week, and is the focus now let's get back on another unbeaten run?
Yeah, exactly. It was positive. It was straight onto it. We sort of analysed the Wrexham game, sort of brought a few issues that we had in the game up, and then moved on and looking to sort of develop on that going into Friday. But like I say, I think the goals that we conceded against Wrexham were all sort of avoidable. Yeah, they've got the quality and they punished us. There was a couple of good finishes in there, but we sort of given them little sniffs and them little sort of errors throughout the team that a good team like that can punish you. So it's important that we get back onto that, because that'll make us keep us solid as well, and that's how we've picked up points.
You take confidence from spells in that Wrexham game, particularly the second half. We looked more than capable of matching them. Just like you said, the moments of quality were the difference.
Yeah, I think so. I think even after the first goal, the early goal, it was disappointing to concede a goal so early against a team like that. But I think we controlled the game after that until we conceded the second rail. We just didn't force. We had a lot of the ball, but I think it was them certain areas, the attacking sort of threat, we didn't really put it on him. I don't know if it was belief, really, but we've spoke about that, and we've sort of worked on a few things of how to be more sort of ruthless when we get in them areas. But yeah, the second half, obviously the scoreline sort of maybe dictates that, but I felt like if we scored a bit earlier, I think we could have maybe put it on them a bit more. I think the goal that we scored just come a bit too late, really. But yeah, like I say, we've took positives from that, and we've got to focus on now putting it right on tomorrow.
And with that, you face an informed Barrow side, strong at home particularly, and flying high in the league. Yeah,
it's a tough game, one of the probably toughest fixtures that we've got in this run-in, really. We know their home form's really good. They deserve to be up there. They're in a really good position in the playoffs. They've got a good squad, so yeah, we know it's going to be a really tough game. But yeah, one we've got to just go with belief. We've had solid away form since the turn of the year, so it's an important one that we sort of use that going into the game tomorrow.
Barrow are a side that we have beaten before at BP. What do you remember from that game? And can you take things from that game into this one, despite it being quite a long time ago?
Yeah, like I say, it was a long time ago. That was early in the season. A lot's changed. Sort of, I guess, with both sets of sides. But like I say, we've beaten before, so we've got to use that as sort of belief that we can do that again. But yeah, it's going to be a lot more difficult, I imagine. And obviously they've got a lot to play for now. They're in a really good position in the playoffs, and they'll want to get assure themselves in there even more so. So yeah, we know it's going to be a good battle, and one that obviously we're in a position now where we're going to fight for everything and give everything. So yeah, nothing's going to be given lightly. Yeah.
You touched on it just before about the away form and the turn in fortunes away, unbeaten this calendar year. What do you put that down to? Why has that suddenly changed like it has?
Yeah, like we had even results earlier on in the season when our home form wasn't great. We were still our away form was decent. Obviously we would have liked to have maybe won a couple of them games, and probably should have in a few of them. It was just certain moments that maybe just put a certain chance away, then that's 3 points, and it's a big difference, and it just feels better. But I still think that it's still decent to be unbeaten in the turn of the year, so it's important that we try and keep that going.
And finally, obviously your position's changed slightly. You've gone from midfield to sort of wing-back role. How are you finding that?
Yeah, it's good. From a lot of seasons before, I've played a few games at wing back. I've maybe not had a full on season or half a season where I've having a run, but yeah, this will be the 7th game in a row, maybe, is it? Something like that. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think I've got the attributes to do well there, and I feel like my performances have been well. I've sort of can do both sides of the game. We would like to obviously do a bit more in the going forward. I've come up with a few assists, which is important in that position as well. So yeah, I see it as a sort of good challenge and one that I feel like I can do well here. So.